Keene, and I've been asked to share how I came to work at Cornerstone Boys Group Home in 360 and why I'm still there and remaining with the team. I remember I was on a flight from Washington, D.C. I was reading an article about leaving a legacy. I began to wonder, what would mine be like if that plane went down? I was certain my tombstone wasn't going to list all those sales contests that I had won, and just what would it say? I thought about my two sons, wondered what they would say. Probably that I traveled a lot. Not long after that plane ride, I decided to make a midlife change. Of course, the math is only going to work out if I live to be 100. I quit my job, went back to school, got my master's degree in psychology. I heard about a job opening at Cornerstone, decided to set up an interview. I had been working with adolescents and college-age youth in my previous business, so I felt confident in making that transition. I interviewed with Deb Robertson and remember to this day the curious expression and tone in her voice as we spoke. I never served in Vietnam, but her description of Cornerstone seemed to bear striking similarities to what I knew of it. That was over 10 years ago, and I'm still there, and I've earned my own parking space. So why am I still there? Remember what I said earlier about leaving a legacy. In order to leave a legacy, I'd need to make a positive impact on someone's life before that could happen. How was I going to know if I'd made an impact on the youth at Cornerstone? I could counsel, I could direct, I could redirect, and advise, hoping to see some type of positive impact. But our youth are a hard sell. They come loaded with anger, confusion, and mistrust aimed at any and all adults that they come in contact with. And they've had years to hone those skills. They might be willing to make changes, but they make changes similar to trying on clothes. They like to see what fits them, how it feels, and more importantly, if others make positive comments. Very difficult, to say the least, to determine if I've made a positive impact on them. What I have learned is to be patient. Not exactly a strength of mine. I believe I'm tolerant of others making mistakes, but I just prefer that they'd hurry up and make them. My patience has earned me quite a few phone calls from youth who've left our program and are just calling back to check in. Most are very thankful later for what they've learned earlier from us. They're calling to let me know their success and their achievements. I still smile remembering those calls. I also remember a couple calls that informed me of the worst news possible. 2 of our youth had lost their lives to violence. One was doing everything we had asked, and after he left was walking to school one morning and was shot and killed. Police believe that he was a victim of mistaken identity. Another was in the process of reuniting with his biological mother and was killed trying to protect her from an abusive boyfriend. Not everything works out according to plan, but we keep trying. I'm mindful of a story about a man walking along a beach one day. The beach was littered with starfish that had washed up on the shore, and this man was making an effort to throw each and every one of them back into the ocean. Another man who was sitting nearby, watching this spectacle, shouted out, "Hey, they're all going to wash back up on shore, don't you?" The first man replied, "Maybe, but if I saved just one, it will have been worth it." So I continue to try to have a positive impact on their lives, because I don't know if I have yet. And if I stop, I'm going to miss that opportunity. Maybe that person is there right now. Maybe that person is yet to come. And maybe, just maybe, that person is you.